Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Unusually Horrid Vlog. I'm Horrid. If it's your first time here, welcome. Happy Vlogtober. Welcome in. If it's not your first time, welcome back. So today for you guys, I have another Halloween makeup look. This could also be a Renaissance Fair makeup look. And I say that because it's based off of a Renaissance Fair look I did, which I will insert here. But we are going to be doing the dark version of this look today. So I have lots of materials here to my right, and I think we can just jump in and get started. I'll be starting today with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, the very fave, as you guys know. All right, the face is primed. It's time to make my face magical, mystical, like a fairy tale. I don't know where I was going with that. But I will be starting with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer as like a primer for my eyeshadow. All right, eyelids are primed and ready for shadow. So there's always debate on like, were you a fairy kid? Were you a mermaid kid? Were you a pirate kid? I feel like I was all of the above because I grew up watching Peter Pan. We had pixies, we had mermaids, we had pirates, we had everything in Peter Pan. So for my eyeshadow, yes, we have my favorite Halloween palette that I seem to be enjoying, my Monster Mattes palette from last year's fall collection from Revolution Makeup. And then I have my favorite gold eyeshadow. It is a loose powder from Marsk. It is Your Toast. I got this in an Ipsy, and it has been my go-to gold eyeshadow for a long time. So we'll be doing this area in gold, and then we're going to be putting black in this crease area up into a sort of cat eye shape. And I'm going to be starting with this black right here. I'm just going in with a fluffy brush. This makeup look is inspired by this beautiful tiara that I got at the Renaissance Fair this year. Impulse buy of impulse buys, but I'm obsessed with it. It makes me feel too powerful for my own good. Maybe I should start wearing it to work and they'll be like, don't mess with me, I'm the queen of barbers. But this is what inspired today's makeup look. Alrighty. That step is done. Now it's time to move on to my favorite, my Your Toast Marsk eyeshadow. I'm going in with a flatter, fluffy brush. And I'm just going to be filling in the rest of this eyelid area. It's a loose powder, so I'm trying to be as careful as I can. So now I'm covering the rest of the eyelid and then sort of swooshing it into the black. Alrighty, my eyeshadow is done. I'm going to throw just a nice wing on here really quick, and then I think we can move on to some more fun and magical makeup. Alright, we are lined. Now I'm gonna go in with some Flawless Satin Foundation in shade Pearl by e.l.f. And we're just gonna put on a base before we get into the fantasy makeup. I definitely had an obsession with fairies as a kid, especially because Fern Gully was such a popular movie with like kids my age. And believe me, I was obsessed with Fern Gully. It's funny because I'm pretty sure it was a Snow White doll. But I was like, well, her hair's short and black, and she was just this, like, really small, petite toy doll. And I decided that she was Krista, so I put her in a smaller outfit, and instead of Snow White, she was Krista to me. So I had my little fairy with me, and I would take her, and we would go play fairies in the woods. So the wings I'm going to be using for this costume, too, are also from the Renaissance Fair. So we've got the tiara from the Renn Fair and the wings from the Renn Fair. What other Renn Fair impulse buys can I put to use today? All right, let's highlight a little bit with our Camo Concealer. Voila. All right, the base is almost ready. I'm just going to set it now with my NYX what is this? My HD finishing powder. I always forget the name of this. I've got my little powder press poof thingy. Okay, so now from here is where we are gonna start straying from the regular kind of glam look that we've got going on. Normally from here I would go to my contour, which we're gonna do, but instead of using a regular contour shade, I'll be contouring with black. So I have this contour brush here that I got in my brush kit when I was in beauty school. It's one of my favorite contour brushes. I do use it a lot for black contour actually. So I'll be contouring around my forehead, down the cheekbone, around the jawline, and then the nose as well. I'm gonna be going in with the same black that I used on my eyes. And I'm trying to, as softly as I can, blend that in, because I mean, it is black, it's hard to blend, but I'm doing it as softly as possible. I have done like sort of a test run of this look at the Renaissance Fair this year, but it wasn't like a fairy queen, it was just like a dark kind of queen aesthetic, but I didn't really like the end result, so I'm like trying to give myself a little bit of redemption right now. Okay, I'm going to be going in now with like a bigger contour brush to sort of blend this in just a little bit, and then we'll move on. Forgot to contour my nose. Hello. And I always like to throw just a tiny bit of contour under my bottom lip as well. Time for some highlight. I'm going in with my Too Faced Diamond Fire. It's in a little ring box. Will you marry me? Yes, I do. And we're taking this highlight right on the top of that contour. I really like to use this one for like a fairy look because it just has like a very beautiful iridescent shine to it. I'll be taking that right on the top of my lip. And on the tip of my nose as well. And the bridge. And just right in the forehead. Make myself real shiny. We're feeling shiny, we're feeling powerful. I can't wait to throw the rest of this costume on. The reveal is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be going in now with this Kaleido Cosmetics Flare. It is a liquid eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using this for a couple of things today. And the first thing is gold freckles all over the face. So I'm going to be taking the very point of this eyebrow brush, and we are going to be dotting the face with some gold freckles. This should be fun. All right, there is a close-up of the gold. Obviously, I'm gonna get you a better close-up too once it's all done. But now it's time to have some actual factual super fun here, because we're gonna glue some flowers to my face now. I like to do my fairy ears a little bit different. I like to put leaves, pointy leaves, and cut them and put them on the outside of my ears. I just think it makes it a tiny bit more whimsical. So basically I just kind of cut them along here to fit around my ear. We are going to be putting these flowers right here near my eye, and then we'll be gluing on the leaves to my ears. But then, as you've noticed, I have not filled in my eyebrows because we're going to be filling those in with moss. So we get to move on to the part of the project that is eyelash glue centric. So I've got my duo eyelash glue. You'll remember this from my Freddy Krueger vlog. So I've got both sides ready to go. We are going to be starting with the bigger part of the purple flower and then gluing on the smaller part, then the ears, and then the moss. Okay, so I'll be taking this flat brush here to use as like my glue paintbrush. I'm just gonna pour some out on the back of my hand. Get a generous amount, and I'm going to be painting that directly onto the back of the flower petal, like so. All right, so that area is nice and coated, and just like with an eyelash, we're gonna let this get nice and tacky before we put it on, or it's just gonna slide off. Alrighty, it's going to go right here. I'm just gonna press it in with a little bit more glue, kind of like what I did with the toilet paper. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, then we'll go in with the smaller flower petals. Okie dokie, time for the smaller flower. Alrighty, those look beautiful. I'm going to cut those leaves really quick to fit my ear, and then we're gonna glue those on real quick. So my original experience with gluing flora to my face was in high school. My sister did my makeup when I was Poison Ivy, and we were doing like the Uma Thurman makeup, so she did the Poison Ivy off the eyebrow. It inspired me for so many more makeup looks. Ta-da! Leaf elf ear, or fairy ear technically, but you get the gist. Fairy tale creature ear. All right. This one is ready to go as well. Just call me queen of the eyelash glue after this Halloween season. Alrighty, time for the moss eyebrows. I have moss from the dollar store project, although this moss is not from the dollar store, it's from my wedding ages ago. And we're just gonna take out some moss, a little chunk of moss, and I'm going to fill my eyebrow in with glue and, you know, just stuff moss into my eyebrow. I've done this before, so I know how much of a pain it is to take out, but it's a price I'm willing to pay for fun Halloween makeup for a video. All right, my eyebrows are sufficiently gooped up. Let's get some moss in there. I feel like this one's already kind of in the shape of an eyebrow. Okay, that is one mossy eyebrow. I'm gonna put a little bit more moss on there. And I think I waited too long on this eyebrow, so probably should have done these one at a time. Live and learn. Okay, that looks pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. I'm going to be using eyelash glue for one more thing, and that would be eyelashes. I'm going to throw some lashes on really quick, and then we'll do some lipstick, and then it'll be time for me to slip into something more magical. Okay, my lashes are on. Now it's time for lipstick and then the costume reveal. So I'm gonna be a little risky with lipstick today. I'm gonna be using that liquid eyeshadow as the bottom, and I'm gonna be doing this really deep green for the top, just to make it look a little magical. Matching the green here and here and the gold, and yeah, that's the vision. So I've got this NYX liquid lipstick and the gold eyeshadow. So let's get to it. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry out for a while. I don't want it to get all on that. Okay, next is the gold. All right, this is the final look for the makeup. I've got my lashes, I've got my ears, I've got everything. It looks fantastic. To me, at least. I hope it looks good to you. I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna go slip into something more magical, and let's do a nice, fantastical reveal. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the reveal. I hope you enjoyed the look. For safety purposes, I had to take my wings off, but I love this. Maybe this will be what I do for Halloween. I really don't know what I'm going to dress up as for the live Halloween party at the end of the month, but we'll figure it out. Shameless plug for the live Halloween party at the end of this month on Halloween on Monday, the 31st, here on my YouTube channel. Time to be determined. I will let you know as soon as I know. But thank you for watching me turn myself into a magical fairy queen. I loved it. I feel very, very, very beautiful right now. If you made it all the way through this video, go ahead and drop a fairy emoji in the comments. And I will see you on Thursday for more Vlogtober. So, have a good day, have a good night, have a good life. Unusually Horrid out. Okay, bye!